Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome back to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I can't wait to get started. But before we do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join the pack today. So, my friends, it seems that uh today, Dems are backtracking on their defense of Kilmar Olbrega Garcia, and I know you guys are tired of hearing of it. It's been all of the news lately, and it seems like it's all anybody's been talking about. But we have updates, so it seems that in their defense of this guy, this MS-13 gang member, wife beater, and whatnot, that Senator Chris Van Halen said on Sunday that his trip to El Salvador was not about defending Garcia, so they're completely abandoning him, it seems, but it was more about due process. Now, I want to say real quick, the Democrats absolutely, this whole fucking time, knew that Garcia had a valid deportation order, and what they've been doing is complete and entire bullshit. It's bullshit, guys. The Maryland man hoax is what we're calling it. It's bullshit. But this entire effort, I just want to lay this out here for you guys. This entire effort by Democrats is to create precedent. Like, they want to create precedent within the courts, to try to stop all deportations the Trump administration is trying to do. The whole point is making deporting illegals impossible for this current administration. Now, I do like, so don't take it from my mouth. We'll take a quick listen to from the horse's mouth. The ABC interview, I got this pulled up here, the ABC interview with the Maryland senator. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick if I can get this to go. Once again, be patient with me, guys. I'm working with a new app to try to make these videos kind of cooler for you guys so you can actually see videos. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so I skipped through a little bit of it.
Politics this. I mean, the Republicans have taken great joy in portraying you as somebody who is defending somebody who's in this country illegally. They say as a gang member, and
you mean the district court say as a gang member? You fucking piece of shit.
John, I don't think it's ever wrong to protect the Constitution and protect due process rights. I think conservative and libertarians, when they think about this case, the idea of somebody being deprived of their liberty and actually in a foreign prison without due process of law, that's something we should all fight for. I think what Americans are tired of is people who want to put their finger to the wind to see what's going on. And I would say that anyone that's not prepared to defend the constitutional rights of one man when they threaten the constitutional rights of all doesn't deserve to lead.
As you know,
Here we go. We'll play this real quick. A little bit of this.
Van Hollen joins me now. So you had this extraordinary trip to El Salvador. When you got there, you demanded or you asked to see Abrego Garcia. You were flatly denied, and then suddenly they brought him to see you. Explain what happened.
Well, you're right. I was denied by the vice president. I then the next day tried to drive to Secot prison, which is this notorious prison.
Yeah.
Soldiers waved me to the side of the road about 3 kilometers out. I said, "What are you doing?" They said they were gotten orders not to allow me to proceed.
Not even to get within miles of the...
Yeah, 3 kilometers. I asked them if they knew anything about the health of Abrego Garcia. They said they knew nothing about it. We had a number of press conferences in El Salvador pointing out that they were complicit in this illegal scheme with the Trump administration and pointing out that it's illegal under international law to prevent any communication with a prisoner.
Because his family hadn't heard from him. Nobody had any contact for weeks.
That's right. This is a guy who was just abducted off the streets of Maryland, put in a couple airplanes, didn't know he was going to El Salvador, and ends up in the most notorious prison.
So how'd you end up meeting with him then? What happened?
I think at some point, the president of El Salvador realized it was looking really bad to have this person who'd been absconded from America, from the streets of Maryland, in one of their prisons and not able to communicate. So I ended up getting a call.
He was not absconded from Maryland. I'm so fucking tired of their language manipulation, and they're just trying to bamboozle you guys. Anybody that believes any of this shit that's coming out of this asshole's mouth, I just want you guys to know that it's absolute bullshit. He is bullshitting you. He is bamboozling you. He is using language manipulation to fuck with you. So if that pisses you off, maybe watch this channel more. But we'll continue.
Saying we will bring him to your hotel, and that's how we met.
So did you walk into a trap, though? I mean, they bring him to your hotel. He's in the civilian clothes, and you met with him. We saw the images. You put out the picture of meeting with him. The beginning of the meeting. You're sitting there. You're drinking water and talking to the guy in the hotel lobby, I assume. And then at some point they bring in these glasses that look like margarita glasses.
No, it wasn't a trap. My goal was to meet with him.
Yeah.
And make sure I could tell his wife and family he was okay. That was my goal, and I achieved that goal. You're absolutely right that the Salvadorian authorities tried to deceive people. They tried to make it look like he was in paradise. They actually...
He's full of shit. He's so full of shit. Ugh. These people are fucking liars, dude.
Wanted to have the meeting by the hotel pool originally.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We had to negotiate that. They wanted to put me right overlooking the pool. In fact, if you had a different angle on the camera shot, you would see the pool.
Because they did right. Bukele put out a statement saying, miraculously risen from the death camps and torture and sipping margaritas with you. Yeah. I mean, they were really trying to make you look like you were hanging out with somebody that they say is a gang member.
Look, this is a person who the United States courts have determined was illegally taken from the United States. And my whole purpose here is to make sure that we...
False, blatant lie on national television. False. Shame on you, Senator. Shame on you. Lies. Bamboozling. Shenanigans, I call shenanigans.
We observe the rule of law, the Constitution, and due process rights. Bukele, yes, he tried to make it look like somehow this was, Abrego Garcia was enjoying himself. All of that was a setup, right? He had the waiters there. People ordered the waiters to bring these things that look like margaritas. Yeah. It just goes to show the lengths that Bukele and Trump will go to try to deceive people about what this case is all about. What this case is all about is simply complying with the Supreme Court order to facilitate his return and make sure he gets due process.
So what did Abrego Garcia tell you?
He told me about the trauma he had been experiencing, both in terms of the abduction and the fact that he was originally sent to CCOT, which is this notorious prison.
Yeah, we've seen the image.
He told me how much he missed his wife and his kids. He specifically mentioned his 5-year-old boy who has autism, because that boy had been in the car with.
Now, I just want, because I know that this sounds like something, bro, but I just want to let you guys know that they're pulling on your heartstrings, man. And I completely, as an empathetic person, it's really hard for me to be like, oh man, like there's some parts of me that's like, oh man, maybe there is something weird going on here, but I like, you guys should know by this point that these evil sons of bitches sitting over here in Washington sometimes, they know that about the American people. They know that we are empathetic and compassionate. And it really grinds my gears, I guess we should say, that these politicians sometimes will pull on your heartstrings to make you think that something's right. They want an emotional response from you, and I gotta say, on this channel, our message is to don't fall for that shit, man. Really, like, because I completely understand why you would be empathetic for a situation like this when it's described through this language manipulation like this, but I'm here to tell you guys, don't fall for that bullshit. Don't fall for that bullshit. Don't let this fucking man, this piece of shit, old white motherfucker, like, don't let this guy sit here and try to pull on your heartstrings to make you empathetic, man, because that's what they do. They use emotional manipulation. It's an old CIA tactic, dude. It's actually a tactic that they use when they're investigating crimes, like just regular detective work. They use emotional manipulation tactics to try to pull at your heartstrings, to try to get you to, like, psychologically to think in a certain direction. And we have to be strength and honor. I don't know if any of you saw the new Gladiator 2 movie, but strength and honor, bro. Let's remember this. Strength and honor. And you shouldn't, and part of strength and honor is to not let weak little piece of shit beta males sit there and try to pull on your heartstrings, because it does, man. I'm like, I see that this Garcia guy has kids and shit. I get that, man, and I get it, and it's a sad situation, dude. I entirely understand, and I'm empathetic and compassionate to the situation of those poor little children that have nothing to do with any of this. Completely understandable, but you cannot let you cannot let these assholes go on television, and you can't fall into their emotional response, psychological warfare type bullshit. Like, unfortunately, like, as men, especially if you young men or any older men out there are listening to this right now, we have to remain stoic, dude. We need to Marcus Aurelius this shit. All right? We need to exercise stoicism in this situation where that sucks. I empathize with that situation, but at the same time, we can't allow weak little fuckers like this to go on TV and make us make decisions in emotional ways, dude. We need to stand firm on what we believe is actually righteous. Anyway, I'll let this video play.
When U.S. agents had stopped them and handcuffed him and then taken him away. So he described all that, and he told me that he had moved recently to a new prison facility. So those are some of the highlights.
I want you to listen to something that Gavin Newsom had to say about all the attention this case has gotten.
Yeah, we're not going to do all that. So, I don't know. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit to me, in my opinion, but, my lovely wolf pack, I am absolutely here for this stupid shit. And I say, Logan Act this motherfucker, dude. Logan Act Senator Van Hollen. Because, and you want to know why? And you want to know why I'm done playing these fucking let's be nice games with these fucking assholes? Listen, the previous administration arrested Trump's lawyers, okay? we need to stop playing these fucking games, dude. They stripped the due process rights of American citizens. Let's fucking stop playing this whole fucking game like none of this shit before the election of 2025 didn't fucking happen, okay? I'm done playing these motherfucking games. Fuck this shit. They stripped the due process rights of American citizens in January in the J6 cases. I want you guys to go ahead and don't take my motherfucking word for it. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the case of Owen Schroyer from InfoWars. In his sentencing, they put him in prison for things he said after the fact, violating his First Amendment rights. So when they say, we're just fighting for due process, they're fucking liars. They're fucking liars. And we shouldn't pretend otherwise. Now, let's go ahead and, I want to take a quick look at this Logan Act, okay? I have it pulled up on Wikipedia right now. So, for those of you that don't know, I got it pulled up. The Logan Act is... it says here on Wikipedia, the Logan Act, enacted January 30th, 1799, is a United States federal law that criminalizes the negotiation of a dispute between the United States and a foreign government by an unauthorized American citizen, Senator Van Hollen. The intent behind the act is to prevent unauthorized negotiations from undermining the government's position. Gee, does this sound like, are we connecting the dots here? I already read that. The act was passed following George Logan's unauthorized negotiations with France in 1798 and was signed into law by President John Adams on January 30th, 1799. The act was amended in 1994, actually, changing the penalty for violation from fine $5,000 to find under this title. This appears to be the only amendment to the act. Violation of the Logan Act is a felony punishable with imprisonment up to 3 years. Only 2 people have ever been indicted on charges of violating the act, one in 1802 and the other in 1852. Neither was convicted, but like, let's try, bro. Let's try, dude. I don't understand. I really like this whole situation. The DOJ needs to start getting their fucking act together, man. We need to start. I want to see perp rocks. I said it. Go take a look at our last group podcast from Friday. Go take a look at that, dude. Wolfpack Media episode podcast episode 8. Go take a look, bro. We really get into the nitty gritty of it. But I said it. I was like, dude, we need to start seeing prosecutions. We need to start seeing perp walks. Like I said, they arrested Trump's lawyers, dude. All the J6 cases. Any of these assholes that are out here going, due process rights. Like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck these motherfuckers, dude. Fuck them right in the booty hole. We ain't playing that fucking game, dude. When President Trump's lawyers were being arrested, and when January 6th defendants were having their rights railroaded, dude, and they want to sit here and try to cite due process rights, you can fucking suck it, dude. Fuck that. We are not here for that on this channel, dude. They're lying to you. If you believe this shit, you're being bamboozled, bro. I promise you, you're being bamboozled. So, and to kind of see where the reason why I think that they're backtracking here in this situation, let's take a look at this news article. If I can pull it up here. This news article from the Daily Beast. CNN data guru gives Dems an ominous warning on deported dad. Deported dad. Gotta love how Daily Beast frames this right here, right away. Trump's approval ratings are up as the majority of Americans support his stance on immigration. So that's the reason why I pulled this article up is the we all know that the majority, and even CNN, the liberal news, like the people that suck the most Democrat dicks, okay, they can't deny that all this shit is messed up, because at least like it says, Mr. What's his goddamn name here? Hold on, let me find it real quick. I gotta scroll down on this article. All right, let's just read it. CNN data group. There it is. Harry Enton. Harry Enton is this data guru on CNN. So even he had to say, CNN data guru Harry Enton revealed that most American voters want to deport all undocumented immigrants as Democrats continue to fight for a wrongly deported Maryland dad to be returned from El Salvador. Like, listen to this fucking language manipulation. Understand this. They use language manipulation to bamboozle you. I am calling shenanigans. All right, Enton said on CNN News Central Thursday that President Donald Trump's stance on immigration is popular among voters, with 56% saying they want to deport all undocumented immigrants in 2025, compared to the 38% at the start of Trump's first term in 2016. This is an area where Donald Trump wants to focus, because the bottom line is this is an area in which the American people, at least the bare majority of them, seem to like what he's doing, Enton said. No fucking shit. And the numbers support his claims. Enton said they demonstrate that more Americans like where we're going on immigration policy under Donald Trump, which is very difficult from where we were under Joe Biden. Fuck you, Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck you, Brandon. Okay. Anyway, back in December, when Biden was still in office, 62% of American voters believed the country was on the wrong track with immigration policy, with only 14% thinking it was on the right track. Yeah, whoever you 14% of you people are, you're a bunch of fucking assholes. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Be patient. Internet issues. I'm scrolling, or I'm trying to scroll. Okay, we got it. But jump ahead to April in a sudden big switcheroo, he says. 45% of American voters say that the country is on the right track, compared to 42% who say the contrary. Trump's net approval on immigration policy among voters has also increased over time, going from negative 12 points in April 2017 before rising to positives in April of this year. The American people have come a long way on this issue, much closer to Donald Trump, Enton explained. Kilmar Abrego Garcia's detainment in El Salvador, which the Trump administration has admitted was a mistake. No. First of all, no, the fuck they haven't. There was some administrative error. I want to break it down for you guys, for those of you that don't understand, or maybe some of you that maybe I can change your mind on the issue. No, that's not what happened. There was it seems like there was some sort of a technical mistake here, in saying that he did have a deportation order. There was they put a it's what they call they put a halt on that deportation order, but it was only because it might not have been safe for him to be deported back to his home country, okay? Because he was apparently being threatened by rival gang members from what's the country? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Sorry, forgive me. I believe it was Guatemala. Guatemala was the country that had gang members from a rival gang of MS-13 that were threatening him. And he said if he returned to El Salvador, then it wouldn't be safe for him. And that's why these immigration judges put a halt on his deportation until such time where it could be considered that El Salvador was safe for him to go back, which it seems by all accounts that it is, and that was the only mistake, that there wasn't an immigration person to come in and declare, I guess, officially that El Salvador was okay to deport people back to at this point. So there might have been, and I agree, there might have been some sort of like slight administrative mistake in that regard, but by all accounts, two immigration judges did declare him an MS-13 gang member, and which under the what's it called, the Alien Enemies Act or whatever we're talking about here, that withhold order was null and void because he was an MS-13 gang member who is a designated terrorist in coming from the Trump administration when he declared MS-13 a terrorist organization officially. So since that, and under the Alien Enemies Act, they were able to, so it technically wasn't a mistake. They did all this legal jargon. I don't speak legalese, so for any of you that do, be free to comment down below and give me a little bit of a legalese lesson, because I'm just a guy that bitches on the internet, all right? So I'm just here to bring you the articles and the news and then bitch about it. So don't take everything I say with a grain of salt. Decide for yourself. Go look it up yourself. Look up the laws on immigration. I'm not a lawyer, so don't take what I say. But yeah, we want you guys to form your own opinions. I'm just, with the information I have, I'm giving you what I can. But anyway, I will read on. Though Democrats have been pushing for Alberto Garcia's return, the administration has continued to defend their actions against him, claiming without evidence that he's a part of the MS-13 gang. First of all, this is another thing. They're fucking lying, dude. Okay, Daily Beast, get the fuck out of here. You're lying. Without evidence that he was part of MS-13 gang. El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, also stood by the administration's decision to keep Alberto Garcia in secret. Like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. But yeah, dude, there is some shenanigans going on, and especially if you look into what the Democrat Party is doing. Like I said at the beginning, that I think this is an effort to create precedent to try to stop, because I think that, and you can call me conspiracy theorist, but I think they're using this whole situation to try to set precedent. They're trying to set precedent so that they can stop all illegals from being deported, so that eventually all these illegals, these millions of illegals that came in through the Biden administration, have like this weird, like off the hand path to citizenship, like what they did back in the 80s and shit, when they just there were so many illegals just like chilling, so many refugees and whatnot that we brought in, that eventually they just made them citizens. They're trying to like play the same gameplay on that, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm not willing to just sit here and accept like what's going on with that. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. There, especially since there's way more than at that time that have come in. Like we're talking about tens of millions, and our our country just can't handle that, man. Like economically, where that fucks us. And then you look at all the crime statistics from it, and all the people, all the American citizens here that are getting hurt by these assholes. Like no, like, and I think it's like a weird way for the Democrats to try to set precedent for maybe later on down the line. Maybe they're playing a long game play here with this single dude that they've been trying so hard. They're trying to set a precedent. And they found this dude with his story trying to set this legal precedent to bring him back, because if they do, then they win, and they can use that whatever particular court case they use to do that, they can use that as precedent in court to argue for anybody, all the illegal aliens that we're trying to deport, and basically like stop this whole deportation thing in its tracks. And it's stupid because like they keep calling it an 80-20 issue. Nah, fuck you, motherfucker. This is more like a 90-10 issue in my opinion. Like, and I think there's nefarious things. There's a deeper nefarious plot going on here, and I'll direct your attention. And the reason why I think that, I'll direct your attention to this article from the New York Post. Jamie Raskin sinks to new low by vowing vengeance on foreign leaders who work with Team Trump. Like, I'm just reading you the news, guys. I'm just reading you the news. This is from the New York Post, bro. Not exactly a right-leaning outlet. So let's take a look at what they got to say. Maybe if I can have pop-up stop popping up. Okay, I can read it now. Putting partisan politics far above patriotism, if he has any, top Democrat rep Jamie Raskin, fuck you, Jamie Raskin, we don't like you, is outright threatening vengeance on foreign leaders who work with the Trump administration. Yes, he washes it through rhetoric about fighting authoritarianism in our country, but it's simply a cover for goonish threats. Okay, guys, I really encourage you, go look up this book. It's called Rules for Radicals. I want you to read this book. This is the leftist playbook in this country for the past 30 years. Read this book. It's called Rules for Radicals. Go look it up, read it. Take what you can from it. This is the playbook that leftists in America, and it'll explain a lot of what they do, because actually Hillary Clinton did a college thesis on this book. So I really want you to look. It really highlights how it tells these assholes that you blame your enemy for whatever it is that you're doing. You blame you to obfuscate responsibility off of you onto your enemy for exactly what you're doing. You blame them for it, and you make a whole hullabaloo about it. And I just really, really, truly, go take a look at that book. It's the Democrat playbook for the past 30 years. Read it from front to finish. I implore you. Anyway, I'll read on. Raskin issued it on the Pod Save America podcast after progressive host Tommy Vitor, I don't really care what your fucking name is, cited surely the left wing Latin America experts as urging Democrats to warn off any foreign government that participates in the extraordinary rendition of they're not American citizens. Ugh! Fuck these people. They're liars. You're being bamboozled. Guys, I know none of our subscribers are being bamboozled because you watch this show. But for anybody that's newly watching, and if you're in the camp of something's not right here, like, listen, these people are lying to you. Let's read on. Democrats keep trying to confuse people into thinking Team Trump is doing that as cover for their efforts to fight the administration's deportation of illegal migrants, which is not remotely authoritarian. If we are a country with borders, if we are going to be a nation, then we must protect our borders. We must keep foreign or illegal foreign citizens from coming in here. Every single country on the planet does it, so why the fuck we're fighting it here, I really don't fucking understand. Other than these assholes want to destroy this shit. Like, mark my fucking words. I talk about accelerationism on this channel. Go look up for yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Go look up accelerationism and see if it might be connecting some dots. See if it sounds familiar to what you've been seeing for the past 5 years in our mainstream media. Just go look, dude. Read Rules for Radicals. Go look up accelerationism. I think there's some demonic shit going on these days, my friends, my lovely little whoop pack. I want you guys to know, dude. I'm just here to shed light in the darkness, man. That's all I'm here for, bro. Cause let's take a look at this other thing here. If you're not convinced by that article, let's go to another one, yo. Let's pull this up here. Here's another fucking instance of Democrats being fucking breaking the law and being evil pieces of shit. So we got here from Breitbart, New Mexico Democrat judge, a New Mexico Democrat judge, and you say that these judges aren't ideologically captured. We'll take a look at this. From Breitbart, New Mexico Democrat judge resigns after ICE arrests alleged Trinidad gang member in his home. Like, I don't know how much more proof that I gotta show you guys before you're convinced. A Democrat judge in New Mexico resigned from his bench last month after immigration agents arrested an alleged Trinidad gang member living in his home. The illegal alien entered the U.S. in Eagle Pass, Texas, before being released on an immigration parole due to overcrowding. Fuck you, you fucking pieces of shit, dude. Due to overcrowding. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking cocksuckers. I'm sorry, I'm fucking revved up now. He eventually moved to New Mexico. So, federal prosecutors in the District of New Mexico allege that 23-year-old Christian Ortega Lopez was illegally in possession of a firearm and has ties to the hyper-violent Venezuelan gang Trinidad. Earlier this year, President Donald Trump and the U.S. State Department declared the gang to be a foreign terrorist organization. No fucking shit. I'm going to try to scroll down. Okay, so police arrested Ortega Lopez while executing a search warrant on February 28th at the home of Donna Ana County, New Mexico, Magistrate Judge Joel Cano and his wife Nancy, the Albuquerque Journal reported this week. The report follows a detention hearing where prosecutors claimed the illegal alien is a flight risk and an alleged Trinidad gang member. Cano, a former police officer, allowed Ortega Lopez to file a request for immigration relief using the judge's residential address. This is blatantly illegal, guys. There are judges in this country that are committing crimes, dude. And this just further proves it. So if you think I'm a fucking crazy person, I'm just showing you the news. So I'm just showing you the news. Don't take my word for it. Go read it for yourself. These are actual cases that are happening. It's being reported. um, court exhibits. God, I cannot pronounce words. I can never pronounce words. I'm sorry. I'm so fired up that I can't read right now. Court exhibits also posted social media posts of the foreign national posing with the judge. Court records obtained by reveal that's a typo, it looks like, obtained by revealed that Ortega Lopez, a Venezuelan national, entered the United States illegal in Eagle Pass, Texas during the peak of the Biden border crisis in December 2023 due to overcrowding in the Eagle Pass detention facility. He was released 3 days later. Yeah, like, it sounds like the Biden administration was doing totally on the up and up, you know? Just for all you assholes that are out there watching my channel right now questioning what I'm saying. Yeah, does that sound like on the up and up to you? To overcrowding, we just release illegal aliens into the country all willy-nilly. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna read anymore. If you guys want to go look at it, it's from, you can find it on Breitbart.com /border/2025 / New Mexico Democrat judge resigns after ICE arrests. Yeah, go look it up, man. Read the whole thing for yourself. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm all fired up, and I've gone way over time with you guys, but I'm really fired up about this whole situation. But we'll leave it there. Until tomorrow morning, for our morning show, come join us there. Stay tuned for it. Go check out our last group video. I'm really trying to promote it because I think we did a really good job on it. We didn't have any tech issues. All the editing was done really good, and I think we can finally be taken seriously now. But yeah, follow us on X and Facebook at Wolfpack Media 92, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Hit that notification bell button if you want to receive notifications when we post our videos. And share the show with your friends. We really appreciate any kind of support that we can possibly get for our channel right now. I'm loving that. Our lovely wolf pack. Thank you so much for supporting us and listening to me rant and freak out. I really appreciate it. But we will see you tomorrow morning. We love you guys. Welcome to the wolf pack. Peace out.